السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome كلكم. Welcome جميعا على ال Dermatology 101 webinar Research Basics. اليوم we're gonna have دكتور عاصم شديد ودكتورة غادة الحيازع discussing معنا ال topics referencing و how to write a research. حنبدأ أول شيء مع دكتورة غادة. دكتورة غادة شكرا for joining us اليوم.
أهلا وسهلا هديل. Thank you so much. Do you hear me well?
أيوة صوتك واضح دكتورة.
تمام يعطيك العافية. Can we start now?
Yes, you can start.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ghada Alhayaza, PGY2 Dermatology resident. I would like to first thank the Derm Club for their tremendous efforts and for giving me the opportunity to be part of the Dermatology 101 series. It's a great effort. And today we will be talking about referencing. Okay. So first we'll go over the introduction and talk about different referencing softwares available. We will then go deep into one of the available options that we will mainly focus on today, which is Mendeley, and talk about its installation and how to use it. It's then followed by a live tutorial on how to use Mendeley itself. I want you to feel free to follow me step by step, and you can ask as we go, because by the end of the session, you will probably be able to use it on your own, as it's one of the easiest applications there is. Lastly, we will have another Q&A session, but please feel free to text in the chat or just raise your hand or ask questions at any point during this talk. We're going to make it as interactive as possible. So first, the introduction. What is a citation management software? So simply put, it collects citation from various sources, organizes them, and compiles them into a bibliography or a list. And by doing so, you make your life so much easier. What are the advantages of using these kinds of softwares? It's managing your bibliography while you research. So as you're doing your literature review and searching the literature, you can simply add this to a library that you create and never lose any of the articles you find. So you can go back to these articles very easily. You can remove and add references, and it will automatically fix your bibliography. So in Word itself, as you write your manuscript, you can simply remove and add and put the format you need. For example, you submit it to a specific journal, it got rejected, you're submitting to another one with a completely different guideline. You can, with a click of a button, just change it automatically, and it will save so much time and so much energy. You can even share it with your co-researchers, so everyone has access to the same library. And it is very easy to use, so why not? Why would you ever do it manually if these applications are very easy to use? I see we already have questions, maybe. I believe it is recorded, yes. But we will go step by step, but you can always go back to the recording if you missed something. Okay, so we'll go next. There are a variety of softwares available out there, but I believe these are the top 3 available softwares that you should use for your citation and referencing during research. So first is EndNote. EndNote is the best available, highest quality referencing method available. However, I believe it's more for PhD students, for faculty that mainly work on research, people that need unlimited storage, because first of all, it's an expensive subscription, but majority of the institutions actually have it, so you can use it through your institution. It is good for collaborative work, so you can make a joint library that you can add up to 14 people from all around the world. Everyone can add their references, and you can install it to both Word and PowerPoint. So I want you to know that most of our research, we use Microsoft Office Word, and we can add the citation simply to it. Now, PhD students and researchers need to add it to PowerPoint as well. This advantage is only with EndNote, not with any other application. And it's a one-time purchase thing, so you can pay once and get unlimited storage and you're good to go. However, I don't believe it is the highest quality, but if these are the things you need. Now, when we talk about Mendeley, which I believe is the best option for the majority of people, especially medical students, interns, residents, and even faculty, but who don't spend their entire life on research only. Because number one, it is very, very easy to use, very user-friendly. It is a free application. It has limited storage, but I've been using it for years. I never needed to upgrade, but you can upgrade and pay yearly to the subscription of upgrading your limited storage. You can add your co-researchers to it, have a joint library with everyone. It's installed to Word only, but that's technically all you need. So I believe Mendeley is the best option. That's why we will mainly talk about it today and how to use it specifically. Now, Zotero is just as famous as Mendeley, but I've never used it, honestly. It has the same publicity as Mendeley, free. It can be used web and offline services, the same limited storage idea. However, Mendeley is very easy, so we will just simply talk about it today. So this will be our focus in today's presentation. So now first we will talk about installing the application. I want you to all install it, and I'll give you a few minutes to finalize downloading it. And so you can go with me step by step in this process. So first you can either take this barcode to open the website, or you can just simply Google Mendeley for download and it will open the website, which looks like this. You can take the barcode, send it to your laptop. I could not figure another way to give you the link, but you can just simply download it to your Mac, to Windows, or whatever iPad, any device would do with Mendeley. So I'll give you a few minutes now to just download the application. I believe some of the questions would be answered by the Derm Club that were sent. Please feel free to text in the chat after downloading it. So I want to know how many were able to actually download it as we go on. Okay, that's great. One person is already done. Perfect. I'll give you guys 2 more minutes. Go back to the barcode. Yes, it can be downloaded to the iPad. If it's difficult to open the link through the barcode, feel free to Google Mendeley and it will automatically open the first website, which looks exactly like the screenshot below, like this one. Okay, so we will go next now. I hope the majority were able to actually download. You can now install it to your, if it's a Mac, just move it to your applications, agree to the terms and conditions, so you can start using the application. I believe even when Windows has the same kind of process where you just open the application, you download it and accept or agree to the terms and conditions. So after doing so, you will get this page. Here, just enter your email, continue, then it would show you a space for password, or just sign up a space if your email doesn't exist in Mendeley, because Mendeley can be used online through the web without downloading the application, but it's so much easier to have the application on your computer. We still have a few more steps of installation that I want you to do, so you use Mendeley perfectly. And some people use it, but not use all the available options So it's not as easy or as comfortable to use compared to the other applications. So you can just create your account now. So we can start with the tutorial. And please feel free to text in the chat if you're done so we can move on to the next step. Signed up, great. It is a very easy application to use. So we're going to take our time making sure everyone knows what we're doing step by step. So feel free to ask at any point. Anyone else was able to sign up already or not yet? If someone is unable to do it now, that's not a big issue. It's fine. We will be able to hopefully upload the video and you can go step by step later on. Okay, so I'll go next now. I believe the majority actually signed up. Okay, so when you open the application, this is what it's going to look like, the entire page, but I just cropped it because I want you to add some of the tools. I prefer if you use Chrome now because we're going to add a Chrome extension to your browser. So just press on Tools and install Mendeley Web Importer. Click on that. It will automatically open on Chrome this page, and I want you to add to Chrome. Okay, so just text please when you're done. I'll wait for a few done to be sent in the chat to go on to the next step. Just install Web Importer and then add to Chrome. Great. If someone feels like we're going too fast, also feel free to let us know. Perfect. We'll go next. Now in Chrome, I want you to click on this extension gadget, and I want you to pin it. By pinning Mendeley, it will show like this. The logo of Mendeley will be next to the link in your Chrome browser. So just do that so we can access it very easily, or otherwise you'll be accessing it from pressing on this. But having it here is going to make your life easier. Yes, I'm glad it is a very easy process. So we all have it on Chrome now, because the next step is I want to add it to Word. So these are the three most important things. You have the application on your laptop, you have it on your Chrome, you have it embedded within your Word Microsoft Office, and your life will be very, very easy. So we can go next now. Next up is install Mendeley site for Microsoft Word. By doing so, it will be added to your Word. Make sure you quit Word before pressing that. because you have to be out of your Word. Then it will show here, yani, this is the Word page. Instead of home, everything you have references, you will have this added. So you'll see the Mendeley logo all over. So the Mendeley logo, you can insert. I will go over all these possible options when we open Word together. But for now, this is what it should look like after you click on this. So now let me know, because these are all the installation processes we need. After that, we will go into the live tutorial of how to use it, how to add your references into your text. Sure, the steps are recorded, but if there is a specific step you want me to go back to, feel free to let me know. So I'll go back just briefly. So first you Google Mendeley and download the application to your computer. Then you install it and agree to the terms and conditions of the application. After that, you will log in and have an account, sign up, so it can open the application. Now your application is ready, but we need to use some of the tools. Tools first is Web Importer, which is gonna add a Chrome extension to your Chrome. So you click on that. Then you go to the Chrome page and pin it, so it appears here. This is for Chrome. Then the last step is install for Microsoft Office. And it will go, if you go to Microsoft Office references, you will find it right here. So this is a quick recap of how far we've gone. Did it work out with the Word, or is it an issue? I believe no one said done for the Word part. Okay, great. So now we will move to how to actually use it. I'll stop sharing the PowerPoint and we'll go to a live tutorial of how to add your references, how to create your own library in your account. So this is what it looks like, Mendeley desktop. When you open it, for example, I created this test group where you can see the references and all the pages added right here. So for example, I will show you how to add and create a group and everything, but for now you can have all your documents, your recently added documents, your recently read, your favorites, and you can create folders where you can divide your references. And the most important thing, I believe, is creating groups, because creating groups, you can add your co-researchers. So instead of doubling the work on everyone's going to have access to this same exact library as you. So everyone's going to have all these articles at the same time. For example, I added this article here. If you click on it, it would allow you to see the name of the article, the year, the entire abstract. You can have a link to open the article. And because I added it as a PDF, you can access the entire PDF. So by simply clicking here, it opens the entire article in the same application. So it's right here and your library is right here. So you can open multiple tabs. This is the first thing of how it looks like in the library. The next thing, let's create a group. So I want you to try to do this with me at the same time. We will go step by step. So create group, name group, for example, Derm Club, and create group. Now, after creating the group, it will probably take a minute. Exactly, invite people to the group. You can just simply add the email address. So any of you can add their coworkers right here. for now, we will skip the step, but this is how you add everyone and send invites, okay? So for now, we're skipping that. So here, let me just make this smaller so we can have all the options. Okay. It will take a minute to open the entire, to make the group right here, because it's loading. Every time you add any reference, this sync button is going to allow you to refresh and sync. Perfect. Okay. So now I want to simply show you how to add the papers into your group. My group is taking a bit to appear. I believe I've overwhelmed it today, but for now I have this test. Let me know if you were able to create your group and if you have any questions about adding people to your group, because this is the most important advantage of using an application such as Mendeley. Okay, that's great, Annie. A lot of you were able to create the group already. Mine is almost done. Okay. So I'll show you next how to add your papers to your Mendeley. So if we go, I opened some of the articles. For example, you found an article that you think is important for your research. Simply, you have this Mendeley logo here because we added it to the Chrome, right? 1 second, perfect. So you click here. It simply automatically shows the article. It gives you options, but I know this is global epidemiology. This is the article I want. So I check on it and I choose the group. So it would show all the groups that we've created for me, because the latest group I believe is still being formed. It's taking a bit of a while. I don't know why, but no problem. I will add it to the test group that I created earlier today. Okay, so you can click and choose any of the groups that you've created and simply add. Okay, by doing so, reference added and PDF added as well. So if you go back to your library and go back to test, for example, let me quit my Mendeley and come back, or it's forming the group. Okay, if you try to do that, try to open any article and add it. Let me know if it works and click on sync. Okay, I'll go back to the last step, but to answer your question, Tasneem, you're saying the word isn't responding. Maybe your Microsoft Office needs to be updated. So what you should do is quit the Microsoft Office application. Then after you quit the Microsoft Office application, update it and try again. By doing so, it will be added to your Word. This is to answer Tasneem's question. I'm glad it is working with you. I will repeat the last step right now. So here, we are in a specific article. Let's say I opened another article as well. This is, for example, diagnosis and management of psoriasis. You want to add this article. You can simply click on Mendeley. It will take a minute. Why does it take time? It searches for the exact reference to find the article. It usually takes about a minute or so, just as you saw. For here, this is diagnosis and management of psoriasis. Make sure it's the same article because sometimes it's not found. And it also has PDF, which is going to be very helpful. Then you can add it to Mendeley by doing so, or for here, I already chose that I wanted to add to the test group. And if not, it will be simply added to all documents. Okay. This is the step of how to add through using Chrome. By doing so, you're adding it immediately to your library. You need to click on sync as soon as it adds, so it adds to your library. Okay. So here, when you see the ticks, it means it's already added. Here, I think because I added multiple groups today, it's being a bit slow, but that's not an issue as long as it's working out with you guys and you already have your groups. If you go to all documents, you can see all the added articles. Okay, so shall we go to the next step of another way to add your documents? So for example, okay, the other way, which is also very easy, for example, you found this article and you feel like you want it, or you have it as a PDF. So if I opened this article and downloaded the PDF version, I'm sorry, this is not accessible. You can download both of them, but you honestly don't need both of them. If you're good with one of the applications, you can just simply use that and not use the other because they're separate applications, completely different companies, but same purpose. So I'm talking today about Mendeley only, and it's honestly more than enough. Okay, so for example, we are downloading now this paper. And added it to here. What you can do is simply drag and drop. So if you drag this article and you drop it here, it automatically adds. Allow. The article is automatically already here. If you open it here, you can go down, you can open the PDF through the application. You don't need to save anything on your laptop, which is a very easy other way, especially if you already have the articles and forgot where you got them from. I believe when I share the questions, you guys can read them as well, right? So downloading Mendeley and Zotero at the same time is possible. They are two different applications. It's like using, let's say, Pages and Microsoft Office Word. You can use Pages if you like. You can use Word if you like. They're both for the same purpose. So it's the same idea. You don't need both of them. Okay, so now we talked about adding references. Here we don't need that. We'll go back to the library. So did it work out with you guys? Did you add your references? Perfect. So now if you go to Word page and make sure you sync. For me, it's not allowing me now just because it's still pending the group formation because I already have multiple groups. However, for you, probably if it's a new application, you can simply sync all the references you have. So when you open Word, so I believe you can see that here from home, everything, you can just simply click on references, and these are the options that would show. So here, what are these used for? Refresh is very important because you can simply refresh your references, especially if you delete one and add another. Now, the other thing is inserting bibliography, open Mendeley to open the application, and here is the style. So the format or the style is based on the journal you're submitting to. For example, I have AMA chosen here. You can simply choose APA or anything else. you can click on more styles. It will open the Mendeley application and give you all the possible styles, and you can choose. Okay, so for now, we will be using AMA as the referencing style. And if you, as I told you, changed your submission or you're submitting to a different journal with different guidelines, you can just simply open the same file and with a click, choose a different format and just refresh, and it's done. So first, let's say we will say psoriasis. Then we will say pathophysiology. Then you know the psoriasis was taken from, for example, here you open it and it gives you, as soon as you insert, it gives you this page. If you have it on full screen, you have to quit the full screen to see this, which is simply like this. If you click insert, it doesn't show, you have to just go to the other page. Make sure you choose the correct library to search. Here I write psoriasis. This is the article we dragged. I'd say okay, and here you are. This is the first reference. Okay. You can go back to your library at any point as well to make sure it's, for example, here of atopic dermatitis, because I have some references added from yesterday. So we will go here and test as well, and we will go atopic. We'll choose the first one. Then we will say, let's say management, insert atopic, and we'll choose the second one. So for now, we have 3 references. Then I'll say all, and I want to insert here, let's say psoriasis, which is the first reference we added. Then I want to insert atopic dermatitis, which is the second reference we added. And then I want to insert the third reference we added. So if you can see, it's already 1, 2, and 3. What if they were 1, 15, and 16, whatever they are? You can just simply highlight the references only the numbers, and click on merge citation, and it will perfectly format it for you. Okay. Now you don't need to refresh as you go, but you can simply click on it if you want. Now, if you go to the last page of your research and write references, you can simply, let me make this smaller. Okay, you can simply click on insert bibliography, and it will add your references immediately. As easy as that. Now we will try another thing, but let me see if there's a question. Of course, I will just finish this point, and then I will repeat how to put it in Chrome and Word as well. طيب, so حاليا, for example, you changed your mind about this entire sentence and you don't want it anymore. So you just simply deleted it. Okay. And this is how it is now. If you refresh, this changed to 2, which was already 3, and reference 2 and 3 flipped because here you removed 1. This is what I mean by it makes your life so easy by simply deleting and refreshing, no duplication of references, everything is very easy. Do you get that point? I will go back now to answer. Okay, I'm glad. Now I'll go back to answer how to put it again, but this is literally how it's used within Word and how easy it is to use Mendeley for your referencing. Now, if you have the group already shared with so many people, you can add them online. Even the web page for Mendeley is easy to use. However, this is the easiest way by having it on Chrome as an application on your computer and in Word as well. Sure, we can try Harvard style if you want. This, for example, Bushra is saying when she added the reference in Word, it shows the entire reference next to it instead of a superscripted number. So for example, here, style, as you choose, for example, I change it to APA, it will change to this immediately. Do you get me? This is why it's not a number. But for me, I chose AMA, that is allowing superscripts. This is why this is how it shows. So it depends on the style you click on. Okay. Now I'll go back to installation, but this is literally how you would keep track of all your references, be able to go back to your library, share it with everyone else, and open your references, have the PDFs all saved within Mendeley. You can access your Mendeley account even from other computers. For example, you're at university, you're in the hospital, you're using the computer of the library. You can just log into your account through the web page of Mendeley, and you will have full access to all your database. Okay, so I'll go back to the PowerPoint of how to add them, but please feel free to ask if you have any questions about referencing. This is literally all we're going to talk about, and it's that easy. So I don't remember if you wanted just Chrome and Word. How to put it in Chrome and Word. Okay, so simply after first installing the application to your computer, making your account, you go to tools. Let me show you live. So for example, here, when you are on the application, you can simply click tools in the web importer to install it on what's it called, Chrome, and on Word to install it on Word, but because it's already installed in my computer. How is it going to show? So if you immediately click tools, install web importer, it will open this Chrome page. You have to use Chrome though, and add to Chrome. After clicking add to Chrome, it will automatically open this page in Chrome, where it's already, this is the same page where you clicked, but instead of add, it's now removed because I added. I want you to click on this, and Mendeley Web Importer, here you can click pin. So it will appear up here with the extensions. If you use Chrome extensions, you'll have a lot here, like mine, for example. This is how you add it to your Chrome. How you add it to Word is the second option. See here, for example, for Microsoft Word, for example, in my computer now, it's showing MS instead of Microsoft, same idea, as long as it is a Word plugin. After clicking that, make sure before you click that you quit Microsoft Office, so it can add to your Microsoft Office itself, and you will have it added in the references section of your Word. You will have all these options that I already taught you about how to insert your citation, how to insert your bibliography. And keep in mind that even if, for example, here you removed your references, you don't want it to be added right now because you want the correct word count, you want to add all your articles, everything you want to write in your manuscript, it's fine. You don't have to immediately add it as you go. Whenever you're done with all your references, you can just simply click on Insert Bibliography, and it will add it immediately, all of it. المفروض إنه يتحمل على الآيباد، ما في مشكلة و it's iPad friendly. I've never personally used it on an iPad. But try to download it from App Store. Maybe it would work better. But it is iPad friendly, يعني, to the best of my knowledge. But دائما in general, in research and in citing, it's so much easier to use your computer or a laptop for the typing itself. But I understand that when you're searching for articles, it would be easy. And you can use it even through the web. يعني, if you download Chrome and use Chrome on your iPad, you can use it through the web itself. طيب, عندنا first question, can we use it in Safari or only Chrome? I want it in Chrome because Chrome gives you the Chrome extensions. اللي هي here. These are Chrome extensions that would make your life easier. عشان لما تفتح الارticle you can just click here and simply add it immediately. It makes your life easier. فChrome is recommended. عندنا أحمد المشكلة يطلع له بإنترنت إكسبلورر ما يطلع بكروم. Okay, just open your Chrome, and when you open Chrome, search. You make this smaller for easier use. Okay, إذا أنت فاتح كروم الحين just Google Mendeley Chrome extension. Okay, or Mendeley Web Importer. If you do so, you open it, it's the same page. فمو لازم عن طريق الابليكيشن. You can just search Mendeley Web Importer or Chrome extension and you can easily open it and add it to your Chrome. بكذا تضمن إنه فتح through Chrome, not through any other browser. Or exactly, you can make Chrome as your default browser and it will automatically open on Chrome. Both are very valid options. Thank you, Bushra. طيب, any more questions? It is honestly as simple as that. So feel free to ask if you have any more questions about how to use it. The library would show to everyone who's added to your library. You're all very welcome. Let me show you the question slide.
يعطيك ألف عافية دكتورة. بالنسبة لجورجيو بإذن الله the lecture will be uploaded to the club's YouTube channel and we'll be posting about it على our Twitter account. إذا في أي أحد ثاني يبغى يسأل دكتورة غادة anything, please الحين we have some time. وشكرا again دكتورة غادة, صدق it was really helpful.
You're all most welcome and I'm glad it helped. I honestly chose Mendeley because it's the absolute easiest application to use, ويعني يحل أزمات دائما, and it makes you finish your research very fast.
الحمد لله, شكله everything is very clear دكتورة غادة, everything is just thank you. بالنسبة للأتنديز, إذا حابين نقدر ناخذ بريك قصير من الحين إلين الساعة 3 قبل ما يبدأ الدكتور عاصم, أو إذا ودكم نقدر نبدأ من الحين, طبعا برضو if it's okay والدكتور عاصم. فبليز let me know بالchat إذا ودكم نبدأ الحين or take a break قبل المحاضرة الثانية. ودكتور عاصم let me know if you can do it now or you'd prefer we take some time.
I would like to thank you all so much for attending. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Thank you so much for the Derm Club. صراحة lecture series is very important and very helpful. Good luck using it, and I truly strongly advise with choosing Mendeley out of all the available options because it is one of the easiest applications to use before publishing any paper.